Yeah, there are actually a number of different bicycle touring locations all around the world. But I always tell people to start out right where they are. I think the best place to start bicycle touring is where you live. Kind of explore the area around your home, get comfortable with the bicycle touring basics, and then start going out to locations further and further away. I think that's a really comfortable and smart way to get into the bicycle touring world. If you're interested in further, destinations further away from home, I've already mentioned GoBicycleTouring.com, which is a list of guided and self-guided bicycle tours all around the world. And a lot of these bike tours operate on pre-established bicycle touring routes or popular bicycle touring routes. So you might want to check that website out just simply to see where some of the most popular destinations in the world are for bicycle touring. That's a great place to start. Also, there's guidebooks that have been written about popular bike touring destinations. For example, there's like a book about bicycle touring the Pacific coast of the United States, or bicycle touring in Ireland, or bicycle touring on New Zealand's South Island, or something like that. So there are books that have been written like this all around the world, and these books usually contain maps, recommendations on where to eat and sleep, and various side trips that you can take to see things off the bike. Those types of bicycle touring guidebooks can be found at bicycletouringbooks.com. So check that website out. And go to the guidebook section to check out the guidebooks there. The three most popular information sources for bicycle touring routes all around the world, however, probably come from the Adventure Cycling Association, which is the first one. They operate a route network all throughout the United States and small amounts of Canada. So go to Google and type in Adventure Cycling Route Network, and you'll see this really big network of bicycle touring routes all across the United States. Another good place to look is the National Cycling Charity. They have some great maps and stuff for those of you who are looking to go bicycle touring in the United Kingdom. And for those in Europe, you want to look for Eurovelo. This is, the website is eurovelo.org, and this is the European Cycle Route Network. So there are a number of routes all across Europe through dozens of countries, long distance cycling routes. You can choose to do small parts of these routes or do them all. But those are the three ones. So the Adventure Cycling Route Network, the National Cycling Charity, and Eurovelo, the European Cycle Route Network. So check those out. As for like where you should go on your bicycle tour, that's a little bit trickier. I mean, people choose to go bicycle touring for different reasons, and because of this, they choose the destination for their bicycle tour in different ways. I mean, people choose to oftentimes go to the easiest location. Some people just want an easy bike tour. Some people want to go to the hardest possible location that they can think of. Some people go bicycle touring in places where friends or family members have recommended. Maybe they saw something in a book or a magazine and that made them want to go bicycle touring there. That's another popular thing to do. People see places in films or documentaries and then they want to go bicycle touring in those same areas. A lot of people, history buffs, go bicycle touring through places that are of historical significance. A lot of people go to places that are of personal significance. Maybe their family, their grandmother was born in Ireland and they want to go back to Ireland and visit the place where their grandmother was born or something. That's another popular thing that people do. A lot of people want to go bicycle touring to get away from everybody they know and see what it's like to live and travel in other parts of the world. So they pick their destinations based on that end goal. A lot of people want to go bicycle touring in places that are safe, of course, which is understandable, but a lot of people want to go to places that are dangerous or potentially dangerous or falsely dangerous. Some people want to go bicycle touring in cities. Other people want to be out in the countryside where they don't see people at all. Another thing to keep in mind when you're picking your destination is how many bicycle shops are there in the area, because the type of bike that you ride and the gear that you use is going to depend on where you choose to go traveling. So these are all things that you can kind of keep in mind while you're picking a destination. But when people ask me where should I go on my bike tour, I'm always a little hesitant to answer that, because while there are these popular bicycle touring destinations, some of which I've mentioned, the Adventure Cycling Route Network and the Eurovelo routes in Europe and stuff, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go bicycle touring in one of those locations. For me, I think what's so great about bicycle touring is that you can go anywhere on a bicycle tour. You can, and I think it's important to go bicycle touring in a place that you are personally interested in. And the reason I say this is because I think that when you choose a location that you're invested in, that when your bicycle tour does become difficult, and it frequently does. I mean, riding a bike for days on end is not necessarily always easy. So when you hit that first big hill, or it starts to rain, or you're a little hungry, and all of that is happening to you at the same time, potentially even, if you're not in a part of the world that you're excited about, then the temptation to like quit and go home is really, really high. But when you're invested in the place that you've chosen to go bicycle touring, you've been wanting to go here for years, and you're finally there, when that small inconvenience of like the wind blowing or the rain coming down, when that happens, it's not that big of a deal, because you're living your dream. And so for me, when you pick a destination for your bike tour, I think that has got to be where you start. Like, think about the place that you most want to go in the world, and then see if there's a route or something through that area, rather than starting with, is there a route in this area and maybe I should go there. So that's my recommendation, is pick a part of the world that you are most passionate about, and let that be your springboard for the rest of your bicycle tour.